Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Matrix Wars, where we talk about entertainment and, of course, any and all Star Wars news. Today, we're going to be talking about a range of topics in this video. Instead of making a lot of videos, I thought make one video where we cover many topics. So, we're going to be talking about the Captain America situation, in which Chris Evans recently announced on Twitter he is leaving the role of Captain America. He's finished up his contract. For some reason, Marvel's not really busy, or they're too busy to push forward with his contract. I don't really see it as that. Captain America's a pretty big character for Marvel. If they really needed him, if they really wanted to extend his contract, I'm pretty sure they'd find, an afternoon to be able to push forward. Anyways, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about the SJW who's been going around the circuits recently. I call him Soyboy Chuck Norris, with his little roundhouse kick to the face of a young woman, because, a person who supposedly is a feminist kicks women, because that's what they do. Also, on top of that, we're also going to be talking about, in regards to Star Wars news, we're going to be talking about Adam Driver, Kylo Ren. Recently came out news, I would say around 9 o'clock last night, that Episode 9 has called for some reshoots and some rewrites, and he was going to go do something, and he had to postpone it. We're going to talk about that. And I believe there's another thing, but I don't remember. So we'll talk about that. We'll just talk about those. So we're going to talk about Kylo Ren, Captain America, and the Soyboy roundhouse kick. So first, let's talk about Captain America. Captain America, obviously, is kind of like the biggest name in the Marvel franchise right now, MCU. Personally, to me, I find myself more of a Tony Stark guy. I like Robert Downey Jr. more so. I don't know. Captain America always seems like just the perfect guy. Like, even when he's quote-unquote against the good guys, he's doing it for a good reason. Like, he's doing the right thing in the end. It seems like he never is, like, doing something wrong. He's never been pushed to the edge to do, like, something that's actually immoral, where he has to face the consequences of it, like, whether it be literal or mental. I think if he had that, I could relate to him a lot more, but it seems like he's just really positive, really good, kind of like the paper boy for positivity and goodness in life, which I understand. I mean, I guess I can understand why he is. He's Captain America. You're supposed to. So, Chris Evans leaving it. The funniest thing about this in regards to Star Wars is that he's leaving it to join Rian Johnson, Roundhead, Ruin, Has No Johnson, to be a part of his Knives Out movie, which he's making currently. And I'm like, oh, Chris Evans. Oh, Chris Evans. Oh, you poor man. You left an iconic role where people loved you. And now you're going to join a movie of a man who is well hated throughout the world. Okay. It's your call. I would not have suggested this, but okay, taking a risk. It's what he does. But so when the news broke and I heard about it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know he actually quit the role of Captain America because it was the end of Avengers 4 filming day. That's kind of sad. But I didn't care. I don't really have many attachments. No emotional investment in Captain America. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's sad. Like, he's been Captain America for so long. Darn. So, anyways, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there who are watching this video love Captain America, love Chris Evans. I'm one of those people of the unpopular opinion that Chris Evans was really good in Fantastic Four. I'm one of those people who's like, oh yeah, Human Torch. He was great as Human Torch. I preferred him in Human Torch than in Captain America, but that's just my personal opinion. Extremely personal, because very few people believe it to be true. That's fine. Okay. So now we're gonna go on to the next piece of news. The Soyboy Chuck Norris. The Soyboy Chuck Norris. I don't even know the guy's name. I don't even have a care in the world to even look up his name. He's a nobody to me. I really could care less. I really don't want to care. I really don't want to try to care. You know, you just got to do what you got to do. You just got to push on. You just got to, hope for the best and everything. But, it is what it is. Anyways, so there's the Soyboy guy saw a woman videotaping him. They were at a pro-life. We don't want babies to die. We don't want the murder of children, of innocent babies, to be legalized. That was the whole point. Oh, yeah, we don't want to kill our children. We want to save them. Oh, you want that? Oh, such a terrible thing to want. So they were like, yeah, don't kill innocent babies. And this guy was like, he goes to the absolute extreme. He goes to the absolute extreme. And of course he's like, you can tell he's probably gay. He's like, so like, when like a 16-year-old got raped, she's like, oh my god, I'm 16, I got raped. Because, 16-year-olds who get raped talk like that. They're like, oh my god, I'm 16 and I got raped. They don't do that. They're usually actually probably very quiet about it. And they only tell like a few people. They don't go around going, oh my god, I got raped and I'm 16 years old. They don't do that. Anyways, so he's like, yeah, I'm 16 and I got raped. Should I keep the baby? And then he starts like doing this thumb thing. And I'm like, dude, you're so cringy. You're so cringy. Oh my god. I just watched this guy. I'm like, you're making a fool of yourself, dude. You are making an absolute fool of yourself. But, what would I know? And then he roundhouse kicks the woman in the face. She doesn't say yes, no, like he wants her to. She tries to explain herself because logical, reasonable people with brains do that. So she's trying to explain her position, and he just roundhouse kicks her in the face, knocks her down. And then, the soy is strong with this one. I was just trying to kick your phone. If you didn't want her recording you, Buster, then you wouldn't have kicked her phone. How many videos and photos have you seen of people who don't want to be videotaped and they just kick the camera? No one, ever. No one does that. They put their hand up and go, I don't want you to, and you cover up the camera with your hand. You don't freaking kick it. No one does that. You intentionally kick that woman. And the soy. Very soy-based. Extremely soy-based. Anyhow. I hope that lady got him arrested. I hope. And if he's not arrested, I hope they find him and arrest him. I hope she prosecutes his ash. So, prosecute it, take all the money. I know he lost his job. Thank God. So, there's very few times out there nowadays where, someone does something of this type. I bet you if he had done it to a guy, he wouldn't have lost his job. But because it was a whammon, they were like, oh crap. You had to kick a whammon. So now we have to fire you. If it was just a patriarchal male, we could have kept you, but now we have whammon, so we gotta do it. Anyways. So the Soyboy, Chuck Norris, lost his job. I hope he can't find a job for quite some time. He deserves it. Until he grows up, stops consuming soy, get some testosterone in there, buddy boy, and maybe then you can, grow up, mature, and use reason instead of feelings. Okay, so now the last story of the day, the last story we're going to talk about today is probably the most obscure, strange story, which is Adam Driver playing Kylo Ren. He was going to go to this university, he was going to give this speech to the graduating class, I believe, or maybe it was just a speech. I'll link the article down below. But he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go talk. But then J.J. Abrams is like, oh crap, my movie actually sucks. Can we do a rewrite? And Kylo was like, but J.J., this is like the 100,000th rewrite. And he's like, yeah, I know. And so we gotta do it. And, I really wish Trump would come out, President Trump would just come out and start talking about how terrible the Star Wars movies are with Disney right now. Especially if Bob Iger decides to run for president. It'd be perfect. I can totally see him, standing up on that podium. Standing up on his podium, waving his arms around, doing his little finger stuff that he does when he talks. Bob Iger, Bob Iger. He wants to be president. How stupid, how silly. Bob Iger, can you believe it? He's a president of Disney Channel, of Disney. Big company, huge, great company. But he made a Star Wars movie flop, and he didn't even change anything about it. How sad, how sad. And he wants to run America. I don't think so. I could just totally see Trump doing that, and it would be great. But, because Star Wars Episode 9 is obviously having some faults with it. I know they're trying to buy into the nostalgia of the prequels right now, which is a hard thing for me, because I'm like, oh my god, prequel, and not just prequel, but Revenge of the Sith prequel, which is like the best one. And it's like, oh, come on, there's like supposed possibility of there being the Mustafar scene, or they might be going to Mustafar, Naboo, or Coruscant, that Emperor Palpatine might be in it, Anakin might be in it. And I know it's speculation, and there's no proof of it, but I'm like, if it happens, if it's in the trailer, I've decided that I'm not going to go see it opening night. I'm not going to give them, $12 to let me go see this movie. I'm going to wait, listen to spoiler review. If they say, yeah, it has the prequel stuff in it, and it's really good, by people that I trust, World Class BS, Geeks and Gamers, Comic Artist Pro Secrets, then I will say, you know what? Alright, I'll go on the cheap matinee day. Unless, of course, between the time the movie comes out to the matinee day, that something happens in the news where the critics come out, the Star Wars critics, and they're just like, oh, if you don't like this movie, you're a misogynist, racist, sexist, bigot, homophobic, xenophobic, transphobic, and all this other crap. And if that happens, then I'm like, no, I'm not going to watch this movie. You can forget it. Sorry. But then again, if this channel grows, if it does grow, pretty good sizable numbers by the time next December, and people are wanting me to go watch it and review it for them, I will be most happy to. I will suffer through anything for my subscribers. So I don't mind. I'll do it. Sure, why not? But if it's not requested, then I might not go. But if you ladies and gents want me to, fine. Sounds good. So anyways, thank you for watching Matrix Wars today, this afternoon. A couple little tidbits of news and information for the day. And I will come back later on tonight and possibly make another video. I'm not sure what, but I have a couple ideas. So anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment below. And as always, may the Force be with you.